Hello everybody. Today we're going to do a tutorial on mass bowler attacks for Town Hall 9.5s. I guess it could also be for Town Hall 10s and 11s, but this one is specifically for those of you who have, and there's a lot of you out there, that have gone to Town Hall 10, but you're not upgrading any defenses. Mainly you're just continuing to upgrade your troops, your heroes, and a lot of people are doing these bowler level 2 attacks against other Town Hall 9s because you're being paired up with them in war. This is a really great attack if you do it right, and there's only a few things that you need to know. So today I'm going to show you one video from a war we're in the middle of right now, and there's another attack that I went out and did just to kind of show you. Now of course I'm a Town Hall 11, and yes, my heroes are a little bit higher level, but at the same time, we're going to show you the right way to do it, even when there's some obstacles in the way. If you do some of the basic fundamentals right, you're always going to 3-star those bases. So we're going to get into this. So the first one, like I said, was an attack just done today. It was our 1 versus their 1, and it's Funky Monkey, as you can see. You'll see he 1-starred this base. Now, his mirror did not have infernos, didn't have anything like that, as you'll see here. We'll show you the base real quick. And as you can see, looking at the base, we're zooming around. Now the defenses, so this person has chosen kind of to go the opposite of most 9.5s. And I'm not going to waste your time and show you his troop levels, but his troops are all underleveled. But what this guy has chosen to do is level up his defenses, but not add infernos. But this base is still set up. I mean, these boxy style open, inside of the square, I guess you can call it, these really open formats are really good for bowler attacks. But the big thing is you don't want them to start traveling around the edge of bases. That's the worst thing you can do with bowlers, is not have a good funnel, because they will just continue to walk around the edge of the base and throw their rocks and keep going, and they'll never go to the center. But if you put them in the center of the base, they're going to create a lot of destruction, and they're going to take out everything really, really fast. So looking down at the troop comp, I did recommend to him to use 24 bowlers. Most people out there are using 24 bowlers, 6 wall breakers, and then taking a golem and a giant, or maybe even a wizard and an archer in the clan castle. I also recommend, really healing doesn't matter when you're using 6 healers in an attack, so I don't think he really needed to bring that extra heal, but it didn't end up mattering, as you'll see. You're going to want to take 1 jump spell, so typically what you would do is take 6 wall breakers, bust open the outside wall, and then as you're going inside, you would throw down that jump spell for the second level of working your way to the core. And by the time you get to the other side and you don't have wall breakers or jumps anymore, pretty much all the defenses should be gone. The only other thing you have to worry about is what's in the clan castle. A lot of times I'm still seeing people using dragons and balloons. It's or a combination of baby dragons, balloons, and valks, and for a big bowler attack, that's a problem. That's a real problem, because the bowlers can't throw their balls up in the air. I wish they could, but they can't. So you're really relying on those 2 poison spells. So you have to take poison, and you really need to keep that queen close. So really what you're wanting to do is create the funnel. You're going to start in 2 corners, and for the most part it doesn't matter, but I always say start on the side that will get the closest to the clan castle if the clan castle's in the center. So then you'll clean the 2 sides out. As soon as the 2 edges are cleaned out, then you're going to want to take the middle. You're going to attack the middle. So the first thing you should do is you would drop the clan castle right down in the middle, and what's left of your bowlers you would put right behind the clan castle, followed by the king and queen. The queen will help clean out the enemy's clan castle along with the poison spells, and most times if you do it right, your bowlers aren't going to get touched. So let's go through this replay. So going by what I just told you, you'll see in the beginning it looks right. So we're gonna speed it up a little bit. Now I always recommend 5 bowlers on the one edge. So you want 5 bowlers on that edge. I think he only went with 4, and he went with 2 healers. Now here is the next mistake. When you look at this, as I instructed earlier, is you want to get to both edges. Now where he should have gone is somewhere right around there. And release those other 5, not 4 bowlers, with another 2 healers, leaving 2 healers for the center. He chose to do 3 healers in the center with only 4 bowlers. And like I said, he kind of did this part right. This is right. But what's going to happen is, and I didn't even have to watch this attack to know what would happen, is he's not going to clean out the other edge. And what I talked about earlier is, the bowlers will start walking around the edge on the ones that he let out in the middle. Now, there is still one way you could save this attack, and luckily he does have 4 wall breakers. If he can get 4 wall breakers in there and can bust open the wall, there's a chance that when he lets out his main group of bowlers, the golem's going to go in towards the core, and so are the heroes. So let's continue this a little bit. So he's breaking it open, he's going, it's looking pretty good. I'm still thinking he has a chance. It's still cleaning out everything, but as you can see, it's cleaning out that side, but this edge is still open. Now he's let his clan castle and other giant out. He is getting ready to let the wall breakers out, and the timing was poor. As you saw, they just got destroyed by the mortar cannon. So now the giants are going to do what they do. They're going to go around the wall, and they're going to start cleaning the outside of the wall out. The queen does the same thing. And even more bad luck, where's the healers? They're over here healing the worst 2 things you ever want to see get healed. So here we go. He's having to waste. Luckily he did bring the heal spell, so it got him a little more percentage points. And it's going all the way around the outside edge of the base. You go over here. He threw his jump spell down, hoping that maybe, just maybe, the king would go in over there. Now you come back over here. He did throw 1 poison spell, just real quick. As you can see, he drops 1 poison spell, doesn't drop the other. That's another mistake. None of the troops over there can really hurt clan castle troops that are up in the air. He's got a golem and he's got a king. Over here, the last of his bowlers, we're at 41%. Last of his bowlers are getting eaten up. He's used his cloak. She's coming out of hiding here in a second. He's desperate there. Loses the last of his rage. Back over here, all you have left really is a king. And luckily he did finally put that other poison spell down. You got a king left. You got 49%. The king's walking around, doesn't know what the hell to do. And we're down to hoping, can he at least get 1 star? Thankfully he does. And he gets a little garbage, I think another 2% or so. But the whole thing failed right in the beginning. 2 things had to have happened. He needed to clean 1 edge out, and he needed to have a successful release of wall breakers to correct the 1 mistake. So we'll clean that up, and that's it. A 1 star for a guy who's normally clutch, gets 3 stars. In all fairness, he does a really great job in war. He just, this was he had just leveled up his bowlers, not a lot of experience. He felt he was going to be able to go in there and do it, and unfortunately he couldn't. So now we got the idea. So what I want to do is kind of show you an attack that I did to show him how to successfully attack a Town Hall 9. So it took me a while, and I really wasn't worried about the loot. But we're gonna go down here and we're gonna look at it. And so same concept. Now you got 2 edges. I did make a mistake, but luckily for me, it ends up not mattering. Right here, you see the walls in the way, and some people do that. I don't think it was designed that way. I think he just hasn't placed the walls for himself yet. Or maybe it was. What I should have done is probably used a couple of my wall breakers there, and I didn't. But what I did is the same concept that we're talking about. You see here, you've got the wall, the bowlers. They're cleaning out this edge. And as you'll see over here, same thing. So we're still following the basic rules of funneling. So here we go. So the wall, I should have busted that open. I know I did, or I should have, but I didn't. But we're still doing the same thing. We're cleaning the outside towards the center. So I'm letting out the golem, let it take the lead, let it take some hits, and then put the bowlers behind it. They're not getting touched right now. They're cleaning up the king. As you can see, we let out the wall breakers. They successfully get in there, and then let's go. Let's go to work. Some of the bowlers did go to the outside. They're just cleaning up the edge. Luckily, not a lot of defenses. So it did do well. We put the jump in the center so we can go around that whole base and clean it up. And at this point, it's just cleanup. Rage spells on top of your bowlers. They're so slow, you have to have a lot of rage. That's what it's all about. So it's cleaning out. We've got 50% of the base cleaned up. And at this point, we've got a couple bowlers stuck. That still turns out to be a blessing. They're working their way around the edge on the outside while we have a good chunk of them on the inside still. 61% of the base is down. And most of the defenses are gone. So right now, we can speed this up. They're cleaning. The big group of bowlers are coming around. 86%, and at this point you have 4 defenses, and they're way out of the way. And they're focused on the golem. There we go, clean up. So even with a mistake, this is how you do it. Start on 2 edges, push it through the middle. And that's it. I hope you liked this. If you did, please share a like at the bottom and subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a great night.